Hello everyone. In this video, I will explain about binary isomorphous phase diagram, and with an example I will also explain how to identify a binary isomorphous phase diagram. So let us start. So before we start with binary isomorphous phase diagram, let us very quickly revise what are phase diagrams. So I have already made a video on what are the different types of phase diagram and introduction to phase diagram. But those who have directly starting from this video, so for them this is the slide, and very quickly we'll see what are phase diagrams and the importance of phase diagram. So phase diagram mainly indicates the phases as a function of temperature, pressure and composition, and phase diagrams are constructed when various combinations of these parameters are plotted against each other. So generally the temperature and composition are varied and pressure is kept constant, and based on the composition and temperature we see the different phases on phase diagram. And mainly there is one important phase diagram which is most of the time asked in the exam, and we'll discuss mainly on that is the binary phase diagram. And the independent variable here are temperature and composition, and always the pressure is kept constant, which is 1 atmospheric pressure, and we are making the binary phase diagram. And there are different types of phase diagram like unary phase diagram, binary phase diagram and ternary phase diagram. So I have discussed about what are these types of phase diagram in an earlier video, which is different types of phase diagram. So now let us move on and see what is a binary two component phase diagram. And as we are progressing in this video, we will talk about what is an isomorphous phase diagram as well. So before we start with binary phase diagram, we should know that binary means it is a two component phase diagram. So there are two components which are involved in making this phase diagram. In unary phase diagram it is one component phase diagram. The ternary phase diagram has three components, but binary is a two component phase diagram. And mainly when we are studying about phase diagram, we are discussing about binary two components phase diagram. And here for example, when we are discussing about binary phase diagram, I'll take an example of a copper nickel system. So here you can see binary means it has copper and nickel. So these are the two components of this binary phase diagram. And now let us look at a phase diagram of copper and nickel. So here on the x-axis you can see we have the composition. The composition is there on the x-axis, and here it is in terms of weight percent of nickel. So it is starting from 0, 20, 40, 60, 80 and 100. So as you are increasing the weight percent of nickel, the weight percent of copper is decreasing. So here we have 100% copper, and here we have 100% nickel. So this is 100% copper and this is 100% nickel. And on the y-axis we have temperature. So here we are starting with 900, because below this the phase is same. So we are not bothered about what is below 900, because the phase change will take place beyond 1100 degree Celsius. So we are starting with 900 and not with 0. So you can imagine from 900 to 0 the phase is same. So we'll discuss about what are the different phases on this phase diagram. So it is going from 900, 1000, 1100, 1200, 1300, 1400 and 1500, and this is temperature in degree Celsius. So degree C is Celsius or centigrade. Then the binary phase diagrams are helpful in predicting the phase transformation and the resulting microstructures which are there, which may have equilibrium or non-equilibrium metastable characteristics. So here in this binary phase diagram we can see that the different phases are there. For example, this phase which is in green color, light green color, is a liquid phase, okay, and this blue color phase is a solid phase. So we know that phase diagram in a phase diagram we can predict or see what are the phases existing at different temperature and composition. So this is a liquid phase, this is a solid phase, and this solid phase they have given it a name as a alpha. So this is called as an alpha phase, and in between we have both the phases which are existent. So directly the material does not go from liquid to solid state. So in between there is a composition, there are some temperature ranges where you will have both the phases. So here we will have both the phases of liquid plus solid. So L is liquid and this is solid. So in between, if you are in between this phase field, it is called as a phase field, you will have liquid and solid. So both the phases will be present, and this is called as the liquidus line. This is the liquidus line, and the meaning of the liquidus line is that anything above the liquidus line is liquid. So anything above the liquidus line, this green area is liquid. Similarly we have a solidus line. So below the solidus line, this is the solidus line, and below the solidus line anything which is there, any phase existing is a solid phase. So that we have to remember, this is the definition of a liquidus and the solidus line. Anything above the liquidus line is liquid, anything below the solidus line is solid. So for the condition of equilibrium, the system is completely stable, meaning that over time the phase characteristics are constant. So we call this phase diagram as an equilibrium phase diagram as well. So why we call it as an equilibrium phase diagram? Because these phases over time they will not change. So we are assuming that even as the time is passing by, the phases will not change and it will be constant. So that is the meaning of it is in a equilibrium condition. But for metastability, now what is metastability? The system is not at equilibrium and there are very slight or sometimes imperceptible changes of the phase characteristics with time. So suppose if we say that this phase is a metastable phase, that means we are assuming that after some time the phase might change, but these changes are very slight and even by naked eye we can't see these changes. So but sometimes we say that it is a metastable phase. So now let us see what is a binary phase diagram. As I have already said before, binary means nothing but it is having two components. So here we have two components like copper and nickel. So this is a binary phase diagram. But specifically here we want to talk about what is an isomorphous, binary isomorphous phase diagram. And for that, this is the definition. So isomorphous, the meaning of isomorphous means that complete solubility of one component in other. So it has a complete solubility of one component in other. That means these liquidus line and the solidus line will go from 0 to 100. So that is the meaning of this. For example, if we take the alpha phase, then it will go from 0 to 100. You can see that it is going from 0 to 100. So this is the 0 and this is the 100 weight percent of nickel. So this line is extending from 0 to 100. That is the meaning of the phase field is extending from 0 to 100 and it has a complete solubility. Similarly, when we have a liquid phase, the liquidus line or the liquid phase will extend from 0 to 100. So that means the entire phase is liquid above the liquidus line and it is extending from 0 to 100. So if that condition is satisfied, we call the system as isomorphous system. So it is an isomorphous system, and of course this is a binary, that means it is two component system. So we call this as a binary isomorphous phase diagram. So I hope you understood what is a isomorphous binary phase diagram or binary isomorphous phase diagram, and it is easier for you to understand now what is a isomorphous binary phase diagram. So thanks for watching. All the best.